Welcome. Today, we're diving into the process of filing housing complaints. Whether you're a tenant facing maintenance issues or a homeowner dealing with neighborhood disputes, understanding how to file a complaint is essential. Many people feel overwhelmed by the paperwork and procedures, but the process is more straightforward than you might think. In this video, we'll break down each step from identifying the problem to submitting your complaint and following up. By the end, you'll feel confident about addressing your housing concerns through the proper channels. Let's get started by understanding what qualifies as a housing complaint and why it's important to take action when issues arise. A housing complaint is a formal report made by tenants, homeowners, or neighbors regarding issues related to property conditions, landlord behavior, or community regulations. These complaints can range from maintenance problems, such as leaky roofs or broken heating, to more serious concerns like health hazards or discrimination. Filing a complaint ensures that your voice is heard and that the responsible parties are held accountable. It's a crucial step in maintaining safe, fair, and comfortable living environments for everyone. Understanding what constitutes a valid complaint helps you determine when and how to take action. There are several common reasons why people file housing complaints. Maintenance issues top the list, including plumbing leaks, faulty wiring, pest infestations, and heating or cooling failures. Other frequent complaints involve landlord negligence, such as ignoring repair requests or violating lease agreements. Disputes with neighbors, like excessive noise or property boundary issues, also lead to formal complaints. In some cases, discrimination based on race, gender, or disability can be grounds for a complaint. Recognizing these common issues can help you identify when it's appropriate to take the next step and file a complaint. Before filing a complaint, it's important to clearly identify the problem. Take note of the specific issue you're experiencing, such as a broken appliance, unsafe conditions, or repeated disturbances. Document the problem with photos, videos, or written descriptions. The more detailed your evidence, the stronger your case will be. If possible, try to resolve the issue directly with your landlord or neighbor first. Sometimes, a simple conversation can fix the problem without the need for formal action. However, if the issue persists or is serious, you'll need to move forward with the complaint process. Once you've identified the problem, gather as much evidence as possible. This could include photographs of the issue, written communication with your landlord or neighbor, and copies of your lease or community rules. Keep a record of dates and times when the problem occurred or when you attempted to resolve it. Detailed evidence not only supports your complaint, but also helps authorities understand the severity and frequency of the issue. Organizing your documentation will make the filing process smoother and increase the chances of a successful resolution. Before moving forward, review your lease agreement or community rules. These documents often outline the responsibilities of landlords, tenants, and homeowners. Understanding your rights and obligations can clarify whether your issue is covered and what steps you should take. If your complaint involves a violation of these rules, referencing the specific section in your complaint can strengthen your case. If you're unsure, consider seeking advice from a tenant association or legal aid service. Being informed is key to a successful complaint process. Whenever possible, try to resolve the issue directly with the other party. This could mean speaking with your landlord, property manager, or neighbor about the problem. Be polite but firm, and present your evidence clearly. Sometimes, a direct conversation can lead to a quick solution without the need for formal complaints. If you reach an agreement, document it in writing. If the issue remains unresolved, you'll have a record of your attempt, which can be helpful when filing your complaint. If your attempts at direct resolution fail, or if the issue is serious or urgent, it's time to file a formal complaint. This step is necessary when health, safety, or legal violations are involved, or when repeated requests for repairs go unanswered. Filing a formal complaint ensures that your concerns are officially recorded and investigated by the appropriate authorities. It's an important tool for protecting your rights and improving your living conditions. The next step is to determine where to file your complaint. Depending on the issue, you might contact your local housing authority, city code enforcement, or a fair housing agency. Each organization handles specific types of complaints, so it's important to choose the right one. For example, maintenance issues often go to code enforcement, while discrimination complaints are handled by fair housing agencies. Research your local resources to find the correct contact information and procedures. Before submitting your complaint, gather all your evidence and organize it clearly. Prepare a written statement that outlines the problem, what steps you've taken to resolve it, and what outcome you're seeking. Attach copies of any supporting documents, such as photos, emails, or lease agreements. Being thorough and organized will help the authorities understand your case and respond more effectively. Most agencies require you to fill out a complaint form, either online or on paper. The form will ask for your contact information, details about the property, a description of the problem, and any actions you've already taken. Be honest and specific in your answers. Double-check your information before submitting to avoid delays. If you're unsure about any part of the form, many agencies offer guidance or have staff available to help. Once your form is complete, submit it according to the agency's instructions. This might involve mailing it, delivering it in person, or uploading it online. Keep a copy of everything you submit, including the form and all supporting documents. If you receive a confirmation number or receipt, save it for your records. This documentation will be important if you need to follow up later. After you submit your complaint, the agency will review your case. They may contact you for additional information or clarification. In some cases, an inspector may visit the property to assess the situation. The agency will then determine whether your complaint is valid and what actions should be taken. This process can take anywhere from a few days to several weeks, depending on the complexity of the issue and the agency's workload. There are several possible outcomes after your complaint is reviewed. The agency may order the landlord or responsible party to fix the problem within a certain time frame. In some cases, fines or penalties may be issued for violations. If the complaint is not upheld, you'll receive an explanation. Regardless of the outcome, you have the right to ask for further review or appeal the decision if you believe it was unfair. It's important to follow up on your complaint if you don't hear back within the expected time frame. Contact the agency to check the status of your case and provide any additional information they request. Staying proactive shows that you're serious about resolving the issue and ensures your complaint doesn't get overlooked. Keep a record of all follow-up communications for your files. If you disagree with the agency's decision, you may have the right to appeal. The appeals process varies by agency, but usually involves submitting a written request for review and providing any new evidence or arguments. Be sure to follow the agency's instructions and meet any deadlines. An appeal gives you another chance to present your case and seek a fair resolution. If your complaint involves complex legal issues, or if you feel your rights have been violated, consider seeking legal advice. Tenant associations, legal aid organizations, and private attorneys can help you understand your options and represent your interests. Legal support can be especially important in cases of discrimination, eviction, or serious health and safety violations. Knowing your rights as a tenant or homeowner is crucial when filing a complaint. Laws vary by location, but generally, you have the right to safe and habitable housing, freedom from discrimination, and fair treatment by landlords or neighbors. Familiarize yourself with local housing laws and regulations to ensure you're protected throughout the complaint process. Housing authorities play a key role in handling complaints. They enforce housing codes, investigate violations, and ensure that properties meet safety and health standards. When you file a complaint, these agencies act as neutral parties to resolve disputes and protect residents' rights. Understanding their role can help you navigate the process more effectively. Many people worry about retaliation after filing a complaint. Most agencies have policies to protect your confidentiality and prevent retaliation from landlords or neighbors. If you experience any negative consequences as a result of your complaint, report it immediately. Knowing your rights and protections can give you peace of mind throughout the process. The timeline for resolving a housing complaint can vary. Simple issues may be addressed within a few days, while more complex cases can take weeks or even months. Agencies usually provide an estimated time frame when you file your complaint. Staying patient and proactive is important, and following up regularly can help keep your case on track. Throughout the complaint process, keep detailed records of all communications, documents, and evidence. This includes emails, letters, photos, and notes from phone calls. Organized records make it easier to track your case, provide information to authorities, and protect your rights if disputes arise later. Many housing authorities and agencies now offer online portals for filing and tracking complaints. These platforms make it easier to submit forms, upload evidence, and check the status of your case. Take advantage of these digital tools for a faster and more convenient experience. If English is not your first language, or if you have a disability, many agencies provide language assistance and accessibility support. This ensures everyone can file complaints and access their rights. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you need translation services or accommodations during the process. Local community organizations, tenant unions, and advocacy groups can offer valuable support during the complaint process. They may provide advice, help you gather evidence, or even accompany you to meetings. Connecting with these resources can make the process less stressful and more effective. In some cases, agencies may offer mediation services to help resolve disputes without formal investigations. Mediation involves a neutral third party who helps both sides reach an agreement. This process can be faster and less adversarial than a formal complaint, and it often leads to mutually satisfactory solutions. Inspectors are often sent to investigate housing complaints. They visit the property, assess the situation, and document any violations. Their reports are used by agencies to make decisions about enforcement and repairs. Cooperating with inspectors and providing access to the property can help resolve your complaint more quickly. When violations are found, agencies can take enforcement actions. This may include ordering repairs, issuing fines, or taking legal action against the responsible party. Enforcement ensures that housing standards are maintained and that residents' rights are protected. Understanding these actions can help you know what to expect after filing a complaint. Laws exist to protect tenants and homeowners from retaliation after filing a complaint. Retaliation can include eviction, rent increases, or harassment. If you believe you're experiencing retaliation, report it to the agency immediately. Knowing your legal protections can help you stand up for your rights without fear. Discrimination based on race, gender, disability, or other protected characteristics is illegal in housing. If you believe you've been discriminated against, file a complaint with a fair housing agency. These agencies investigate discrimination claims and can take legal action to protect your rights. Document all incidents and communications related to the discrimination for your case. Health hazards such as mold, lead paint, or pest infestations require urgent attention. File complaints with your local health department or housing authority. Provide detailed evidence and request immediate inspections. Agencies prioritize these cases to protect residents' health and safety. If you're facing eviction, act quickly. Many areas have specific procedures and protections for tenants at risk of losing their homes. File a complaint or seek legal advice as soon as you receive an eviction notice. Time is critical in these situations, so don't delay. Tenant unions are organizations that advocate for renters' rights. They can help you file complaints, provide legal resources, and organize collective action if multiple tenants face similar issues. Joining a tenant union can strengthen your voice and improve your chances of a successful resolution. Landlords have legal responsibilities to maintain safe and habitable properties. This includes making timely repairs, addressing health hazards, and respecting tenants' rights. If your landlord fails to meet these obligations, filing a complaint is an important step in holding them accountable. Tenants also have responsibilities, such as paying rent on time, keeping the property clean, and following lease terms. Fulfilling your obligations strengthens your position if you need to file a complaint. Always communicate openly and keep records of your actions. Lease violations can include unauthorized occupants, illegal activities, or failure to pay rent. If you're accused of a violation, review your lease and gather evidence to support your case. If your landlord violates the lease, document the issue and file a complaint if necessary. A well-written complaint letter should include your contact information, a clear description of the problem, steps you've taken to resolve it, and what outcome you're seeking. Attach copies of any supporting evidence. Keeping your letter concise and factual increases its effectiveness. Most complaint forms require similar information: your name, address, details of the issue, and any previous attempts to resolve it. Fill out each section carefully and attach all relevant documents. Double-check your form before submitting to avoid mistakes. Email is a convenient way to file and track complaints. It provides a written record of your communication and allows you to attach evidence easily. Always use a clear subject line and keep your message professional and concise. Some agencies accept complaints by phone or in person. When calling, be prepared to provide all relevant details and take notes during the conversation. If you visit in person, bring copies of your documents and be ready to explain your case clearly. After filing, track your complaint using the agency's system. Many provide online tracking or case numbers for reference. Staying informed helps you respond quickly to requests for more information and ensures your case moves forward. If your complaint is dismissed, don't lose hope. Review the agency's explanation and consider whether you can provide additional evidence or clarify your case. You may be able to appeal or seek help from other organizations. Persistence is key to achieving a fair outcome. Throughout the process, remain calm and professional in all your communications. Emotional or aggressive behavior can make it harder to resolve your complaint. Focus on the facts, present your evidence clearly, and treat everyone with respect. Filing a housing complaint can be a learning experience. You'll gain a better understanding of your rights, the responsibilities of landlords and tenants, and how to navigate official processes. Use what you learn to prevent future issues and help others in your community. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the housing complaint process. Remember, filing a complaint is your right and an important step in ensuring safe, fair, and comfortable living conditions. Stay informed, keep good records, and don't hesitate to seek help when needed. With the right approach, you can make your voice heard and help create better housing for everyone.